Welcome, Resort Fest viewers. I'm your host, EmoadNomad, and I'm joined by my good friend, EpicCrossover. Today, we have a great match by two veterans of Wii Sports. alaskaxp2, the former world record holder of 18-hole from 2018, who has sub-11s on the daily pretty much, man. He pulled out 3 of them against my match last week. It was insane. On the other hand, we have nssbirdlover257, or you might know him as Vince. He is probably the smartest golfer right now in terms of research, in terms of caddy, in terms of windcracker. He is the man when you want a question answered. And I'm very excited for today's match. They both have sub-11s consistency on the daily. In fact, Vince got a 10-13 no give up, which is world record, by the way. So it's going to be a very exciting match.
Yes, it's going to be a very exciting match to see what ends up happening between both of our runners. Vince has been pretty dominant so far this whole tournament, but Alaska has been crawling back. Is definitely someone who is definitely, I would say, I mean, despite the seed being like it is what it is, I think it's shows a real like testament of how despite the OG player possibly just like getting used to like the old strategies. Alaska's been doing a great job getting used to the new ones. So I'm excited to see where this match will go. This could likely go either way for sure.
He did reverse sweep me. I'll just mention that.
That is true.
And all right.
Vince just did a sweep on Professor in the previous round. If you managed to be able to watch that match, our apologies to our restreamer who got hacked by Xfinity.
All right.
Yeah, I think we're ready to go. If both runners are ready, we can get game 1 underway. Alaska is ready. Vince can just wiggle his Wii remote if he's ready. I doesn't have to type. There you go. Thank you. All right, Emoad, want to do a little countdown for game 1?
I got it. All right. In 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Commence fourth. Go.
Let's go. All right. Good luck to our competitors.
Very good delay. Nice.
Very nice. All right. Starting off with game number 1. A curve strategy in the rough for Vince, aka NSS Birdlover257. alaskaxp2 getting a pretty okay.
No, it's okay.
Pretty good spot, but not too bad. Still
birdie chance to get.
Yeah, still could get this in though. Needs a little more power. It does not go in, unfortunately. So Vince a little bit of a lead going into the not give up on hole 2.
Interesting. I know he's a big advocate for give up 2, especially because the B pins on 3 are so much easier than the A pins. See, like look what Alaska's doing. It's beautiful.
Ooh, that's not gonna make it though. Ooh,
no?
Barely. Ooh.
Very fast. Oh, I was gonna Tony Hawk Tony Hawk that.
I was a little nervous about where that was landing, but
Hey, those who remember in Kiwi's match against Alaska, I think Kiwi was like 1 foot shy of getting in the water, so he didn't really know what to do there and lost like 20 seconds.
It happens to the best of us. All right, Vince on hole 3, having 0 wind here. That is going to go into the bunker for a little bit of a faster shot. See, the name of the game is not what your score is; it's how fast you can complete these holes. So you might see like, oh, this could be like a low score thing, but no.
I've had the birdies that Vince has gotten, like they can be faster than eagles sometimes. It's crazy.
Yeah, they definitely can. I mean, even if Alaska gets eagle here, still could be.
He did get a pretty fast eagle.
Yeah, that's the thing. He did get a fast eagle, but I'm not saying that Vince lost too much time just by getting the birdie because it was a faster birdie.
Should be a beautiful approach shot from Alaska. You can see Vince opting for the give up start on 4. Usually in resort you give up 2, 4, or 8, depending on like what wind seed you have or just how you feel that day, you know?
You also can give up hole 6 if you really want to be funny.
Man, what is this club?
That seems like it.
Okay, Electro, I'll have you know I golded hole 3 by a second like 2 days ago. I know how fast hole 3 when I see it. All right.
Vince in a good position, going in the rough here for a faster shot. Alaska did go in the rough, so he's not going to reach the bunker here. So he's just going to have to try and get a good shot here to get a birdie chance.
That is a tough pin. Both of them got the hardest pin, in my opinion.
Yeah, not so great pins for both of our runners.
Yeah.
Vince unfortunately misses a putt, but Alaska also does the exact same thing as well. So it's going to take a little bit more time for Alaska to get it in the hole. Going to hole 6 here. Vince with a little bit of a lead so far. Just a reminder, folks, in the Twitch chat, if you want to do a prediction for who wins this match, it's still ongoing for a few more minutes, so feel free to
Beautiful
do so.
approach shot. That is what you want to see, especially that pin. But it's probably it's the best pin actually to get.
One of the
and
best
both runners
pins.
did get that pin. It's nice. Unfortunately, Alaska got the evil bounce, so his backspin went haywire.
Seems like it for sure. But still
Nice
managing
birdie.
to get the birdie here, so not losing too much time on the next section as Vince.
It's not too bad. He'll pick up a fast par here.
Yeah. Oh, fast bogey, I would say.
Alaska could do the 3-iron strat here, like what T. Hassey does. Does he get it though? Not quite.
Oh, that's a.
I don't know if he clubbed up to 3-iron. I think that's still a 5-iron. I didn't see.
Something like that. It was a rough bounce anyway, so it lost him a little bit of time here. And this putt is not exactly easy either.
Yeah.
See, yeah. Unfortunate there for Alaska. Vince having a little bit of a lead here. But
I don't have prospects of this putt going in though from Vince. Even if it does go in, it might replay.
Yeah, getting putts here in this game is definitely not exactly easy, especially as
you can even see the facial expression. I
I
just realized he has face cam.
Shout out to Vince face cam. He had it the last match as well. If you once again were able to watch that match in the clearest view possible, but ooh,
Tough putt.
tough putt.
It's a deceiving putt.
Yeah, especially with hole 8. Yeah, and hole 8, hole 15, very tough.
I hate hole 15, man.
Yeah, we will talk about hole 15 in just a moment, but we're in the almost at the end of the front 9 here. Hole number 9, not too bad of a spot here for Vince, but I think it's just gonna be a birdie here. He's gonna hit it closer.
He'll be picking up a low 5-4. I feel like Alaska will pick up probably a mid 550. Be a low 6 even.
I would say a low.
Hold on, my grandmother's calling me.
Better pick up. All right, we're going into hole number 10 here for Vince. Ooh, Alaska's getting the slow ball down the hill. So he is going to still finish in a decent time. About 20 seconds behind Vince right now, but still can make that ground up in the later section of this. But Vince is very consistent. So, I mean, Vince does not want to try and get mistakes. However, with that mistake, he's going to lose a little bit of time there. So if Vince can stay consistent enough, I mean, he can.
And we're back.
He can go and win this game in the first set of the series, but still, he missed a little bit of a putt there on hole 10. So trying to maintain that lead here and trying to not get any replays.
It's a beautiful hole 10 though from Alaska.
Nice hole 11.
Vince par 10? I didn't see.
He par 10, yeah.
Yikes. Oh, wow. That's a good club up from Alaska. That's what you do in club, actually. Call it Roadrunner strats.
Now you could say he clubbed it up.
You could. Why am I out of breath, man? I literally just ran up the stairs. I'm so, bro. I need to get better.
Right side for Vince. Pretty close to the hole. Very nice shot.
Beautiful
here
approach,
Vince.
man.
Alaska decided to go on the left path here. I think got wind to where it made the left path more understandable. Yeah, I think so, especially with the east wind.
Oh, gutted
here.
red bar. Ooh, actually, you know what? Not that gutted. I thought I saw the wind, but I didn't see how strong it was.
I think depending on the red bar there, I mean, it still would have been very similar results.
Ah, tough pot, man.
Yeah, unfortunately, not the best scenario here for Alaska. Vince with a whole lead, 3-stroke lead, I would say, going into hole number 14. The big the home stretch path, aka the most critical last 5 holes, because you have a few holes that definitely can mess you up in holes 15, 16, and especially 18.
That's gonna be a beautiful backspin shot. Yeah, look at that, man.
Very nice.
This is a beautiful classic so far from Vince. Never mind. Commentator's curse.
With the Vince is
Best
not
viewers.
happy.
Princely, dude, I can't. That's gibberish. Yo, any mods in chat? Let's get that guy banned.
Is Mitty still awake?
He definitely sleeping.
He was here about 50 minutes ago.
Oh.
He changed the stream title. All right. Unfortunately, Alaska not in the best scenario here. He's gonna have to hit it a little bit closer here. Vince trying to build on that lead. He gets a good hole 15 here. Going into hole 16, let's hope for a potential.
This is where stuff can go really wrong. Beautiful window.
Yeah.
I would have, I would have stayed on the driver. Just so I can skid through the bunker with a full shot. But I do respect the decision, trying to play it safe. Yeah.
Especially in this scenario where you're ahead by about 3 strokes or so. Definitely want to try and build on that lead, which Vince is trying to do right now. Might be a little bit more of a lead after that over calculation from Alaska. Yeah, that is going to very close to going in, but unfortunately it will not. Vince giving up here on hole 17, going into hole 18, trying to get to the first out of 5 games in this losers round 5 match. We're finally into losers round 5. We're about to go very soon to losers quarters. I think the winner of this match will face either number 4 seed or number 2 seed. I'm not sure which one of those it is. Either Mine Xeni or Mudkip. So
that is the first time I've ever heard anyone say mine's name like that.
I really am bad with pronunciations for the first time, so I don't think I've ever said that name ever. So
I just call him Mine Xenim. I don't know if that's right.
Mine Xenim, maybe.
Beautiful 17. Wow.
Beautiful 17, but Vince is already at the end, getting a sub 11 here.
10.55 for Vince. Never mind.
Maybe just 11 flat. You know what? Maybe 11 flat. You know what? Maybe 10.59 probably. Vince had the
we'll see what he says
hole
in
18.
chat.
Yeah. Also, Alaska, a lot of north wind here on hole 18. 20 wind north. See how this ends up.
And this is Bird Lover in tournament chat confirming it is a 11:01, he thinks. And Alaska will be picking up an 11:35.
11:35 from Alaska XP2. Vince, however, with the 11:01, does take game 1 of potential 5. And a pretty solid game from Vince in this first
Very
match.
good classic, except for 14 and 18, but every other hole is pretty much... Wait, did he par 10? Do we low-key par 10?
He did par 10, yes, he did. Yeah, a little bit of a hiccup there. It was more so of a lip out there. So
let's get a beautiful classic C, though. All right.
Yeah,
if Alaska
very good.
Go back to the Wii menu. No cheating allowed, no ring cracker.
So we didn't get any replays, which Alaska, by the way, has 18 replays this entire tournament. He is tied for the most with Speedy Club. So, surprisingly, so far we have seen no replays from either competitor. I think that will definitely change throughout the course of this match. I think good chance that it might happen in the future. Yeah, so far, no replays at the current moment, but might get a little dicey as soon as the game progresses. We had the first one go to Vince at a pretty steady 11, basically 11 flat. And Alaska had some hiccups along the way. Some shots that unfortunately did not go down, and had some just a little bit of bad luck on holes 14, especially. But a pretty nice hole 17. That definitely made up for a little bit of the time lost there, but when he got that, it basically was just over for that match. So,
well, Alaska does have the clutch factor, so we'll see. We'll see. Anyways, if we can get a R in chat, in tourney chat,
or just a wiggle
or
of
wiggle.
the remote, yeah. Ready from Vince.
And a typing from Alaska.
No, we're really from since last week. Gotcha. All right.
All right, Epic, do the honors.
Sounds good. We are starting game 2 of potential 5 in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. Start the timer. Awesome. Thank you. All right.
2-second delay, I reckon.
Yeah, about a 2-second delay between both runners, but that's completely fine. Well, we're into game number 2 of potential 5.
I love me some rough strats.
Some nice rough strats from both of our runners. Both roughly in the same spot on the green. Long-ish putts from both runners. Alaska goes in. Vince, however, does not. So
yeah, low-key par 1.
Yeah, we low-key do that sometimes. Alaska doing the give up here on hole 2.
Vince, a better entry.
Yeah, much better entry than the first time. Oh my goodness.
And a replay.
Oh my goodness. Vince's face says it all. That's the first replay of the tournament, not a tournament match, I would say. 239 here could potentially.
I reckon it'd replay.
Yeah, most likely. Now thinking about it, it was 51 feet away, so probably not the best scenario to do
Not
that.
a good spot for Alaska.
Ooh, 16 yards. It's going to try and put it closer, and it goes in. Wow.
That put us straight in, really. Wow.
And no replay as well, which is fantastic for Alaska.
So you can see here, NSS Birdlover is playing hole 4, so I do reckon he will be giving up 8 as opposed to the previous 2.
Yeah, I think
previous par 3s.
That is the thing. I think when Vince played last game, I think he decided like which one does he go with for? Like, does he go for 4? Does he go for 2? Or does he go for 8? And then if he doesn't do it on the first 2, he definitely does it on hole 8. As that's what he did last time in his match against Professor. So very interesting to see what happens here on hole number 5. Alaska, a good birdie chance here. Gets it down. Vince having to red bar here to get it closer to the hole. Not too bad of a spot.
You can't see. That is an A pin.
Man.
He is getting A pins now.
Yeah, even with that, I mean, that was just unfortunate there from Vince.
How far up Alaska is. I don't think I've ever been this close.
I mean, if you have a 20 miles per hour north wind, then
yeah, beautiful. Wow, beautiful shot.
Played that basically to perfection. Can't get really any better than that.
It is nice to know that Alaska is actually ahead of his PB and ahead of my PB right now into hole 7.
Out to a strong start in the first third of this match. Going with the curve shot here. on hole number 7.
In
Going
the
with
bunker.
the bunker strategy here. Going possibly 3-iron here. Yep, okay.
Oh, that's going to be nice.
I think he went
Okay,
5-iron
well.
last time. That's probably why he didn't make it, it seems.
This putt is... Okay, this putt is makeable. It won't replay if he goes in. Let's see if he makes it.
That,
Just
ooh.
barely.
Needed a little bit of curve there. Unfortunately, it did not go in. But still not too bad of a pace. Still sub 11 for sure. But be very interesting. Oh my goodness. A chip in for Eagle.
You know what? That was a pretty fast chip in. So I don't think that's going to lose that much time compared to what Alaska got a par.
I think that was a pretty good fast replay. I think out of all the replays that you could get, that was not too bad of a replay.
He has not given up this hole. Oh. So does that mean he'll give up 11?
Is he trying to empty cross it?
Bro, I've not seen this pin in like years, man.
Anyway, by the way, that was replay number 240 of the entire tournament.
Alaska with good win on 9. He could be set up for a nice eagle shot.
By the way, Alaska not too far ahead. Vince is still keeping this very close, but Alaska needs to try and keep this momentum up.
Yeah, beautiful approach shot. Beautiful.
He wants to get
bit of a tough shot or a tough putt here.
A game win over Vince. Needs to get this putt in, but he does not.
That was tough putt. But he will be picking up a 540 flat. He is on 10-4x pace with Vince chugging on a little bit behind. But you do got to remember, Vince has a bit of delay. We do know that.
Yes. But with that shot, it's going to miss it just a little bit. Probably a 5x is what we're most likely seeing here from Vince. I'm interested to see how well the Classic 9 will go for both of our runners. Alaska still with the lead at the current moment. Ooh, a little bit of an adjustment there on Alaska's side for hole 10.
Alaska's so good at doing the backspin shots.
Ooh, not in the best scenario here for Vince. Gonna have to putt it here from a long distance. And unfortunately, it does not go in. Alaska had a little bit of a longer putt here as well, about 40 feet here from Alaska.
But this is a pretty tough putt, but
it is makeable, and it is. Alaska makes that putt. No replay as well. Very good for Alaska. Going into hole number 12.
Vince with another tough putt with an A-pin, so it will be harder than Alaska's putt.
Alaska going on the right side here.
Yeah.
Deciding to go for that strategy. Unfortunately, Vince is not so lucky here on this putt. That's the key here in golf 18 holes, making your putts, because that's how you move on to the next hole. Like, replays are definitely a secondary factor, and they definitely could hinder you in the run. But especially with putts, that is the thing that makes you go from one hole to the next. You need to sink those putts. Alaska manages to sink so on hole 12. Vince,
you gotta remember. Go ahead. I cut you off.
I'll say nice curve shot from Vince.
Yeah. Now I was just gonna say that each missed putt is 7 seconds, 7 to 8. I would say the other two numbers, but we got a bunch of immature people in chat, so I'm gonna say 7 to 8 seconds.
So
and that can accumulate over time.
You're saying it's 6 to 7 seconds.
See, this is why I didn't want to say it. And I'd be at work, and people just say 6, 7, and like, man, it affects all the other generations.
Oh, for sure.
Crazy. Ooh, stuck in the trees, but nice recovery. He'll be in the bunker, set up for a fast birdie. Wait, I just missed Vince's stream. How's he caught up? What's happening? Did Alaska par 13? I didn't see.
No, I think Vince just had a very quick hole 13 here.
Wow.
He had a pretty fast shot. And this bunker, I mean, still fast, like not too bad, but it's gonna still be a little bit slower than getting on the green for an eagle, it seems. But
Beautiful.
still was very fast, though. I mean, still trying to gain some ground on Alaska XP2. Alaska having to deal with hole 15 here. Not an easy shot, but is a little bit closer than other people usually are. Gets it down. 15. That is exactly what Alaska needed. Needed a good hole 15 here. From what we see on the stream, Alaska has the lead, but who knows? Vince does have a little bit of a more delay than we think.
So, I don't know, man. I think if he picks up this eagle,
16, that hole 16 is so far looks good, and he sinks it nicely.
I want to say that Alaska is probably going to take home this one.
Oh, but Vince though, not over yet, folks. Vince is not trying to play around here. If he gets his putt in, this is very interesting. Ooh, very close.
Smart choice from Alaska. That is very good 17 win, but he probably knows he's ahead.
I feel like if you're Alaska here, I feel like you just have to play it a little bit safe.
Damn, look at those putts.
Might have to go look for it. Yeah, he's going for it. That's not bad wind either.
A bit of a tough putt. Ooh, see, you can make the left with that wind. It's actually one of the best winds you can get on 18. I would argue.
Yeah, but
Alaska just
want to risk it. I do not blame Alaska for not trying to risk it here.
And if he makes this putt, it will be a 10-4x. If he doesn't, it'll be a 10-5.
Does he go in? Ooh, very close.
But it is a 10-50 flat.
A fantastic job from Alaska XP2, tying this series up 1-1. A 10-51 on Alaska's end here. Vince not too far behind. Going for it. Does not get it down. It's going to have to just putt it here. Will it go in this time? Yes, it will.
11-18. Actually, the timer did start on a different offset for
11-20.
Yes. So. Very good match from Alaska. This is what you want to be seeing at this level.
For sure.
Beautiful. That was a very beautiful classic as well. It's probably what was his resort time? I don't remember. It was, I think 5:40.
It was like a 5:40-ish. Yeah.
So 5:10 in a tourney is really good.
Oh yeah, for sure. Definitely had a much better classic than he did in the previous match. So ties the series up 1-1 as we head into game number 3 here.
Yeah, if Alaska could go back to the Wii menu. There we are.
Yes, perfect.
Oh man, so wonder how is everyone having a good Friday? Everyone's done with school, done with work, chilling with the weekend.
Yeah, I'm tired though. I was ready for this match, like to commentate and everything, and my body is just not ready. In the words of Reggie, my body should be ready, but it's not.
I strategically worked a little late these past few days, so today I got to leave at 4 p.m. from work. It was nice. I beat the rush.
Very nice.
All right.
Almost ready to get things underway in game number 3. We're to see just how the tides can turn here in the following match. If both runners are ready to go, we can get game 3 underway with the restart timer of 3 seconds that you always see.
Are they ready?
Alaska just says Merry Christmas, so I mean,
I'm assuming he's ready.
Okay.
Vince looks ready. All right, we'll do this in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go.
And we are underway with game number 3.
1 second delay for Alaska. Not too bad. You know,
Game 3, a potential 5.
Considering the internet problems that Vince was having earlier, it's actually unplugging and replugging it in. You can't beat that method of fixing stuff.
Yeah, not too shabby. It's like trying to fix an NES cartridge by blowing it.
Beautiful rough strats approaches from both runners. This is why rough strat is so good.
I think it's a fantastic strategy. I feel like I need to implement this in order to get a sub 11 eventually, because I still have my 1123 from 2020. So both runners giving up here, by the way. Vince has decided to go for a give up on hold.
That is not a good spot for Alaska. He still goes in the water, just a lot slower than Vince's.
Yeah, but Vince had a little bit of a adjustment change there, so lost a little bit of time, but still has a little bit of a lead here since Alaska got a little bit of a slower give up here. But about even, I would say, from both of our runners. Going into hole number 3 here.
Alaska is going to have the upper hand here with this better northern winds.
Yeah, nice curve shot from Alaska. Vince, I think, deciding to hit the tree here. Good strategy here from Vince, trying to get a better shot for a birdie chance. Ooh, Alaska, not too bad of a shot here, but it's going to be a very difficult eagle chance here with a 33 feet. Oh, very close. Almost got it in too, which would have been very nice. Yeah.
OG, that could probably go in. I feel like the cup in resort is a lot different to an OG club in Switch Sports. Switch Sports is so easy to make putts. You can ram that ball and it'll go in. Beautiful approach shot from Vince. Wow.
I'll be ramming those holes.
Both picking up nice birdies here. Alaska is really good at both.
Alaska gets it in here. Yes, he does. You never know. You never know if they could miss it at the very last possible second. So, I mean...
I feel like Vince is looking for a tree hit here. That way he can just hit a full shot on the second. See? Now this shot gets a little bit harder. I like hitting the tree with these stronger northern winds. Then I just don't have to worry about the second shot. I just hit a full driver.
Exactly.
But he plays it perfectly. This putt will be a little tough. I feel like if it... it's not going to replay, even if it goes in. I thought he was a lot further out. A beautiful eagle.
Yeah, this is a lot further out. I mean, depending on the curve, yeah, it definitely could have been a potential thing here. Oh my goodness! How about another chip in for eagle? Alaska says lol. I think it's very much a lol type of scenario here. That is replay number 241. First one for Alaska in this match. Number 3 in the entire match itself. First one for Alaska XP2 as we head into hole number 7. Or hole 6, I don't know.
Well, Vince is on a really good resort run right now. He just is. I don't know if he didn't birdie or he didn't eagle hole 3, but other than that, he's had a perfect resort.
Yeah, I mean, even with that, it still was a fast birdie, which still gained him time. And it wasn't too bad. He just had to do the tree hit here to hole 3 to save some time. But it's gonna be very interesting to see how this goes. Vince with a very nice hole 7 here. Maintaining a good lead going into hole number 8. Let's see if Vince goes for the give up here. Nope, deciding to play it here. A little bit of a risk. It is
beautiful wind.
Yeah, it is not too bad wind. A little bit of a risk here, as what I said. So close, and plays it almost to perfection. And Vince on a very good
439 fade out. He is like 12 seconds ahead of my PB, which is a 1025. So he is on 1x pace for both resort and 18 hole.
I mean, he's in that 1013 the territory.
Beautiful birdie from Alaska. That's what he wants. Oh, that
Oh
is a
no.
slow entry into the water that loses about 3 seconds. He does recover this very nicely. Never mind. I thought that was... I would have bet my life savings that went over the bunker.
Yeah, I think you would lose your savings immediately.
Yeah. This
Pretty
is why
much
I
so.
don't gamble. 525, still a beautiful resort.
As a
And
wise man once said, "Let's go gambling."
Alaska's going to pick up a nice eagle approach here. Hopefully he sinks this. He will need it. Yes,
Very nicely
539.
done.
Alaska is on 10-4x pace, while Vince is on 10-3x, 10-2x pace.
I mean, depending on the paces here, I mean, who knows what's going to happen in this Classic 9. It could be a very good Classic 9 for both runners. Maybe a good or bad, or a bad for both. Who knows? Really depends on a lot of factors. Definitely just if your shots look pretty good, if your putts look pretty good as well, and also just trying to avoid those replays because that is just time loss immediately if you are just unlucky with where you place the ball. But
Vince
Vince
will
has
be
been
picking up.
placing it very well this entire match.
That is a bit of a slow birdie. Alaska can capitalize on that. Alaska is he's very good with his backspins, and as evident by that shot, look how fast that ball stopped.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely another key here is just applying backspin at the absolute perfect scenario to where it stops immediately. I think that's definitely what both runners want to try and accomplish, especially Alaska, who, despite being behind by a little bit, is still in not too bad of a spot here.
I wonder
Does
if
have
Alaska's
20
ball
wind
knowledge
north,
for
though.
his
This is
second shot.
very close to the rough here, but luckily we'll be just fine.
That was a beautiful eagle. Wow.
Nicely done from Vince. It's definitely what he needed there. As Alaska
Very
is
nice
trying
shot.
to catch
This
up
putt is
here.
actually, look at that eagle chance skip as well. And it pays off. It goes in. Beautiful eagle. Replay for Vince. Let's see that one again, folks. And I just realized Vince is playing on PAL. I just realized that now.
Replay number 4 of the match, 242 in total.
Replay number 5 of the match just now. Let's watch that one again, folks.
How about another one?
Oh, whoa, wait. That was actually insane.
The camera angle on that is bonkers. Holy. We got
Hopefully
a double.
Alaska's replay is way faster.
We just got a double whammy right there. I love how just Alaska, of course, normal. Sounds just about right with Wii Sports Resort Golf. We just got a double whammy, folks, in terms of replays. I mean, that's just the thing. Like sometimes the replays seem pretty much unavoidable.
Bit of a tough putt for Alaska. Hopefully he makes this.
Ooh.
Oh, come on. That is insane how that misses.
Unfortunate lip out there for alaskaxp2. Vince trying to maintain this lead here. Nice spot for hole 15. Just has a straight putt here. Just needs to make sure he hits it with a little more power, which he does. Going into hole number 16 here, Alaska trying to salvage this from the depths of hell. It'll be very interesting to see what Alaska could do here to try and possibly win this game.
Putt. It's a tough putt, though. Right on the hill.
Yeah, a little bit up left. Seems pretty good to me, nice. And it is very nicely done.
Alaska is keeping it close. That's very good. He's keeping it close.
Yeah, but I think if you're Alaska, you need to have a very good hole 16 here to try and
that makes it. Wow. I thought that wasn't making it because of that curve.
Very, very close. Did not even go in the bunker here. Got out to settle for a birdie chance.
Oh, do we see this one again? Not quite.
Nope. Very, very close, though. I mean, it was almost going into the hole, but depending on how far the shot was from is really a key in a run like this. By the way, -10 on hole 17. Yeah, definitely deciding to give up here is Alaska.
One of the worst wins you can get on this hole, on the hole
Yeah,
18.
14 wins south. That's not very good. But Vince can still get a very good time here. I didn't realize we
Did I
haven't
make
really
it?
looked at the time that much.
Ooh. Okay, that's good. That's good. Does he driver chip this though? If he does, bro, Aura 10-2x. Ah, playing it safe.
Going with the iron though. Ooh, very close. Getting the
He will be
3x pace. Going into this final potential shot, and he does 1035.
35. And he's going to 21 hole.
Nicely done from Vince.
Ooh, Alaska set up for a beautiful driver chip here. Makes it 1050. I didn't see 1051.
1053, it seems. Pretty nicely done. 1052.
Yeah.
Okay. By the way, another replay, courtesy of Resort Fest. 1037 from Vince. Nicely done from Vince on this game.
So 21 holes. What are we doing here?
Vince is trying something, but yeah.
I don't remember the last time I've seen hole 19.
So Vince will take game 3 here. He is up 2-1 in the series. Needs one more to move on in this bracket. The loser is eliminated from this bracket. So it's going to be very interesting to see what happens here and a potential decider here in game number 4.
That was a beautiful hole 20. Wow. All right, 30 north, hole 21. Can you get 30 wins in a special? I don't know. It's been years since I played special.
Genuinely clueless. By the way, winner of this match will go on to face Mudkip SR in losers quarters. So that's going to be a very interesting match for whoever ends up winning, because Mudkip is the number 2 overall seed in this tournament. Ooh,
Yeah.
not in the best.
What seed is Mine Zenum?
Mine Zenum is the 4 seed.
Oh wow.
But
Okay.
he faces either the real CBTB or Speedy Club.
In my mind, I thought Electro was the 4th seed, Mudkip was the 3rd seed.
Electro is the 3rd seed, actually.
Oh.
And then, of course, Tallahassee is the number 1 seed. Those are the top 8 in this tournament. They're the only 8 still in this tournament out of 32. So one of these players, unfortunately, will fall in a moment. Alaska trying to prevent this. Needs to win the next 2 matches, though, in this tournament. Trying to have some help from Lucia here. And turns out may not be too much of a help. Is playing on an 11-point match. I mean, 11-point match is not easy, folks. We're just gonna point that out real quick. I tried doing a thing where I actually tried to 11-0 Lucia. It did not take the first attempt. It took like 20 attempts, I think. Not easy. I'll say that. Anyway, is Alaska ready to get this match underway is the question, because he needs to lock in for these next 2. Okay. Just making sure.
All right, let's do this.
About to say, can you wait for the Alaska of the XP2 to get...
Bro, I can always wait for him.
Okay, please wait. By the way, 6 replays so far. 6 replays so far in this match. Let's see if we see more and potential decider here. All right, both runners are ready. We're gonna start game 4 of potential 5 in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go.
2 second delay. I just want to say, man, if Alaska XP2, if his sub 8 all sports in my recommended, I don't think I'd be a Wii Series runner. It's crazy.
I think it's probably the same scenario for me. I feel like that's also something that got recommended to me back in 2020. It also, fun fact, got an improvement on that world record on my birthday in 2020. So that was a cool moment for me, honestly.
Ooh, we all low-key par one.
Yeah. But in fact, I think that 746 that Alaska had was on Monday. It's going to be 6 years old. It's a long, long time ago, friends.
I remember sitting in like, oh, what was it? I think it was in physics class in 2019, grade 10. Well, I remember being finished with one of my quizzes and booting up a Nycro stream, and he was playing all sports. And I was like, man, this is pretty cool. And then that same day, I got the 754 recommended to me.
Very nice.
Yeah.
Both of them doing give up on hole 2, going into hole number 3 here. Alaska with a little bit of a lead here. Yeah, there's
Prime
a two second
give-up
delay where Vince is a little ahead in the timer, but is a little bit behind currently in this match. This is a Alaska nice
beautiful eagle. Wow.
This is a match that Alaska needs to win to keep his hopes alive of staying in this tournament.
Ooh.
Trying to win game 4 to force a game 5.
Yikes.
As he plays hole 4. Unfortunately, not in the best scenario.
Terrible wind.
Yeah.
Oh, that's going to be a beautiful approach shot for Vince. Oh, never mind. I read. Okay. It's still good. I just thought it'd be a lot better.
Yeah.
I don't want to be a hater.
It looked pretty good. It looked pretty good to me as well. Just had a little too much in the juice department.
And I just ate. Why am I hungry again, man?
I feel like I'm ordering food in a moment, bro. I'm low key going through like a food mental state that I don't want to be in. Alaska going into basically avoided the bunker here. Vince unfortunately will not, but I mean,
man, Cindy in chat said I dropped a generational line, but I don't know. What did I say? That was so generational. How does that not replay? Am I missing? Is 0.9 meters like chud? Like, how's that not replay? It's crazy. You can't just be naming stuff after like it's just a red bar. You can't be naming stuff like that. It's like calling red line manip. Oh, that's the I can't think of anything.
Neither can I. I was the only one who really was like trying to like commentate this match, and just trying to somehow stay awake in this current moment. But
our excuse chat Electro saying, all right, well, friggin', I don't know, that friggin' hole in one strat on hole 4. I popularized that strat. That's not my strat though. I didn't claim fame to it.
Hole number 7.
I'm just being a hater.
Hole number 7 here for both of our runners. Alaska to be on the fairway patch here. 16 north wind. Ooh.
Was that 5 iron? I don't. Man,
that was a 2-bar 5 iron. It looks like.
Both of them will be picking up pars. I don't know who's this faster though. I don't know if the delay makes up for it. I don't know if.
I think it was about even, if I'm being honest. Could be wrong on that information, but looked pretty even to me.
Yeah. Beautiful shot for Alaska. This is what Alaska wants. Vince doesn't want that shot though. Does he make it though? Beautiful. Oh!
Unfortunately, not so beautiful for Alaska. Vince trying to build on that lead, trying to seal the deal here and go on to face Mudkip in the losers quarterfinals, which will be a very interesting match for whoever ends up winning this match. Alaska, unfortunately, going to be in the rough here. Going to have to just send it in the water, it seems.
Not the slowest if you go on the water.
Yeah.
Luckily, hole 9 is one of those holes. If you do 10 dog stride or go in the bunker for a birdie, it's still really fast.
For sure. Alaska, not too bad of a shot here. Nice backspin as well to put it close. Still going to keep this within a touchable distance here. About 10 minutes, not 10 minutes, sorry. 10 seconds. Good Lord, I need to sleep. Behind Vince right now. Going into the back 9.
Man, we've only been getting this front pin on 10. Or, yes, 10. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what's in 9.
I mean, we only see we've only seen it, honestly. I mean, there is A and B pins for almost every hole, minus 18
Alaska.
and 1. So it's very, very interesting, to say the least.
We all low-key part 10.
Very, very true. Vince birdieing hole 11 here, going into hole number 12, trying to keep that lead strong and flowing. Just needs this one game, and he will move on in this tournament. Alaska trying to stay alive and force a winner-take-all game 5 if Alaska manages to bring this back. But Vince, oh my goodness, we just got ourselves a replay! Number 245 of the entire tournament. Vince is definitely happy with this result. I can just see the smile on his face. Still gets a pretty fast eagle, though, so not too bad, but still definitely not what Vince wants in this game right now, it seems. Ooh, Vince almost just got another one. Almost hit the flagpole here. And Alaska is catching up. Not too far behind.
It's a beautiful shot from Alaska. Wow.
Yeah, needs to get this putt down if he wants to try and still get in between Vince right now. In terms of this lead, final 5 holes, home stretch here. Hole 14 here from Vince. Goes pretty far. 14 win back for Alaska.
Oh,
that's gonna hit the tree. It's actually not too bad.
It's pretty fast.
Pretty fast. Not exactly the best scenario here. A little bit of a
clip that bunker.
hit.
Oh wow!
Ooh,
actually, you know what? How does that shot work? He did not clip the bunker, but that ball still didn't have any momentum. Wow.
Could be very good if he gets an eagle chance here.
Yeah,
he does.
That picks up a few seconds for him.
Yeah, I mean, still had a little bit of a slow roll, so it's not exactly too much faster, but he's still
that's bunker.
Still keeping it close between him and Vince. It's gonna be the big decider. Hole 16, 17, and 18 are gonna be very crucial here from both runners. Alaska needs to make this hole 15 though. He needs to make this.
Beautiful. All right.
Oh, okay. Very nicely done. Hole 16 here, very critical. Vince will make it into the bunker here. Alaska, very similar wind, just a little bit of a west wind instead. Also going to be playing in the bunker.
You can see Alaska did no secondary aim on hole 16 to save a little bit of time. Using the 9-iron. Instant backspin.
Yeah, still, the backspin was still good, but the right side makes it a little bit of a longer putt here.
Ooh,
so
that's beautiful wind on 17.
Still keeping it close, but Vince has very good wind on hole 17. That is absolutely immaculate.
Ooh, Alaska's probably also going to pick up a nice 17 here. Oh, never mind. I lied. I'm
Yeah,
sorry.
a little bit of a not a full bar here, so I think this is going to be a very difficult shot. Yeah, I think Alaska deciding to go for a birdie here was a bold move, and I think he definitely needed to do
He
it.
would have needed it.
He would have definitely needed it though. But Vince, because of a really good hole 17, I think Vince might take it here.
So it's very good 18 wind as well.
Alaska needs to albatross here, it seems, if he wants to have any chance.
Tough approach.
Vince is very close here. If he gets his putt in, he wins this match, and he does. 10-44, something along that lines. Nicely done from Vince, deciding to go with a 21 holes. Wow,
another replay.
Alaska, very, very close. However, that
246.
1046. Wow. A fantastic job from NSF's BirdLover257. He will win this match. Commiserations to Alaska XP2, who has played absolutely phenomenal this entire tournament. Okay. A 1048 from NSS BirdLover257. An 11-1X from Alaska XP2. 11-11. GG's to both of our runners. Commiserations to Alaska. Unfortunately, Alaska has been eliminated from the tournament. But it's been a very good match from both runners. I mean, had a pretty solid showing on Alaska's end. And then Vince had a pretty good match this entire time. And Vince, you'll be seeing Vince into the next round, where he'll go off against the number 2 seed Mudkip SR in losers quarterfinals. If you want to get some words from our runners here, first off, I'll talk to Alaska XP2. Commiserations, you played a phenomenal tournament. I mean, you had a nice comeback win against our co-commentator EmoadNomad. You could not get the job done here today, but what is something that you are proud of that you have done in this tournament?
Yeah, I'm definitely proud to have gotten top 8. I think I'm very happy with the placement that I had gotten there, and was happy to do it in a clutch manner. I was actually very much doubting myself and my ability to sort of do that, so that run, I guess, something different came upon me. This run, Vince played very well. Nothing out of the ordinary for this guy. He's just a very good competitor. Locked in today. Must have had some really good stuff going on in the stream. I wasn't looking, but dang. What was it, 1037?
Yeah. Wow. Pretty consistent from Vince. I mean, he had a very interesting 11-01, I think, or something like that, where he missed like so many putts on hole 18, but who knows? Sometimes the nerves just get to you, so it's just something that ends up happening throughout this whole tournament. So,
woke him up. He was playing really well after that.
Yeah, I think definitely got the adrenaline pumping for NSS BirdLover257, which once again you will see in the next round against Mudkip SR, number 2 seed. Sure to be a very interesting match. But that is going to probably do it unless Vince has some words. But I think last time Vince did. Oh, okay, you do. Awesome. Run me through that hole 18 real quick. About were your nerves just kind of getting to you at that point, or were you just settling in to this match?
I was watching the broadcast and I saw that Alaska was behind, so I just was sort of on autopilot for that 18, and I had on the last putt where I missed like a 1 foot putt or whatever it was. I had my hand on the split button and I split, and then I looked at the screen and I was surprised to see that the ball was on the hole. That was so strange.
Happens to the best of us.
Yeah.
Happens to the best of us.
for one of them. The one that I did that on, it was sub 11 pace. So
Yeah.
I understand.
But regardless of what happened in that match, you still came out as the victor. So congrats to both of our runners for playing a fantastic match. I'm sure this will be a very interesting next couple of matches. There's not many matches left, folks. Tune in when you can. We're going to see, potentially soon, we're going to see a match between the Real CBTV and Speedy Club, which is going to be another Losers Round 5 match. The 2 lowest seeds in the tournament as well, so it's going to be very interesting to see what ends up happening for those matches. And then we also have nssbirdlover257 against the number 2 Mudkip, which you've already mentioned, which will be happening very soon in the upcoming days. From all of our wonderful restreamers and all the wonderful people at Resort Fest who make this whole thing possible, and the runners who have given their all in the tournament, and the commentators, ourselves, me, EmoadNomad, and a bunch of wonderful people who have provided here. Do you have any final thoughts, Emoad, before you send off?
No, I don't.
And for that, we'll see you all next time. Take care and peace.